My name is Hope. I recently qualified for the Biliteracy Seal in December of 2024. Spanish is an asset for me in many ways. As a blind person, it is something I can use to my advantage in many ways, and having learned the Spanish Braille code, which is separate from the English code, it is accessible. My ability to speak Spanish serves as a competitive asset for the workforce, especially due to the fact that the blind community has an extremely high unemployment rate. Wherever I go, Spanish will help me bridge cultural and linguistic barriers.
I'm proud to say that I can speak 4 languages, with Pashto being my second language. This ability allows me to contribute to my community by offering translation services, tutoring language learners, in assisting local businesses with multilingual communications. A few years later, my family had to be evacuated from my home country. During this emergency trip with my family and others' family, I was the only one who knew English well enough to help with translation. I assisted my family and others with any problems they encountered by translating for them. When we arrived in the United States, we stayed in a camp for 4 months. In our building, I was the only person who could speak English fluently. Whenever someone had any problem, whether it was medical or otherwise, I was there to help translation, both day or night. This experience has shown me how valuable language skills can be in supporting and connecting with others.
Hi, I'm Ariana Bushy, and I recently earned a Seal of Biliteracy in French and a Seal of Biliteracy with distinction in Portuguese. Now, I've been my grandmother's translator since I was 4 years old. If we were going to the Boston Children's Museum, I would lead the way. Ordering food, I could never be shy. Or if we needed directions, I would tug on the sleeve of the nearest stranger to ask. In the years I've spent acting as a bridge between my grandmother and the English-speaking world, I understood very well that language is an asset. But growing up, I also witnessed how difficult it can be to navigate the American healthcare system without language proficiency. Between reading complex procedural instructions or even just communicating with a healthcare provider, it was always incredibly difficult to find a translator for my grandmother. So, as I myself pursue a career in medicine, I would like to use my linguistic aptitudes to bolster outreach to underserved communities.
For me, language is more than just an asset. It is my outlet to a more purposeful and meaningful life. Personally, language has become the very exigence for my passion in teaching and uplifting others. The most fulfilling experiences I've ever had with my second language involved experiences where I've had the opportunity to teach. There's nothing more fulfilling for me than encouraging others to speak more in their second language, acting as a scaffold for the linguistic capabilities of my peers.
Hello, konnichiwa. I'm Hikaru Shiga, and I'm a recipient of the Seal of Biliteracy for Japanese and English. Through speaking and learning Japanese, I was able to start my Japanese culture club at my school so students can learn and experience the culture of Japan while enjoying the time with friends. I also was able to meet wonderful Japanese-speaking people, especially my age, to connect and make new friends. And most importantly, attaining the Seal of Biliteracy will open new opportunities that I hope to take as I move forward, such as joining the Japanese clubs at my new college that I am attending this fall, potential study abroad programs, especially in Japan, more job opportunities, and opportunities to meet new people and be the bridge between Japanese-speaking individuals and English-speaking individuals.
I think one of the main things that earning a certificate of multiliteracy has done for me is impact my perspective and overall awareness. Whenever I notice that someone has learned another language or is in the process of learning one, I immediately associate that with dedication, commitment, discipline, and hard work. Learning a language opens a whole new door of opportunities, as you can basically be introduced to a whole new world. It gives you the opportunity to broaden your horizon. Having the privilege to learn a language has truly taught me that the outcome yields immense opportunities, but the process teaches unforgettable lessons.
Hola, me llamo Aspen, and I believe my seal of biliteracy in Spanish has become a great asset in my life, and it helps me connect with others on a much deeper level. I've been able to use my seal to help create a program at my school this most recent year, where me and a couple other friends who also have seals in various languages as well, were able to help set up a program with administration that would support English language learners, or ELL kids, at our school in their actual classes to have kind of a cultural buddy, but also like an academics tutor.
Obtaining the Honor Seal of Biliteracy is the recognition that goes beyond my proficiency in both English and Spanish. It is a powerful asset that opens doors academically, professionally, and personally. It allows me to be a dual voice for those who might otherwise go unheard. As I pursue a career in the medical field, being fluent in both languages means I can bridge communication gaps between patients and healthcare providers. I can be a voice for Spanish-speaking patients in our communities. There are many diseases prominent in the Latino community that could be prevented or treated if only people felt that a language barrier didn't stand in the way of their care. And I know that with this asset, I can make a difference.